In this video, we've got a situation. We want to come up with the equation for a line. That line has to go through this point here, -2, 5, and then it also has to be parallel to this line right here. Now, the equation for a line has to be written in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to go ahead and write that out. Y equals mx plus b. So we need to come up with the slope, and we need to come up with the y-intercept. Now, the slope could be taken from this line right here. Because it's written in standard form, I'm going to call out the formula for standard form of a line. That's going to be ax plus by, and that equals c. And then the slope of this is going to be negative a over b. So it's basically the opposite sign of a over b. Now, our a is 7, our b is 2. So this is going to equal negative a is 7, b is 2. So that's going to be the slope. Now, the slope has to be parallel to this line, so we're going to keep the same slope. Parallel slopes are always the same, so I'm going to write y equals m, and that's going to be negative 7 over 2 times x. Now I'm going to keep on filling this in. That's going to be plus b. We still need to fill in our b, but we don't know what it is. So we remember that we have to keep this point in consideration. This line has to go through that point. So to figure out our b, well, let's plug in this point into the x and the y right here, and then we could solve for b. So let's say if we called this point our green stuff, and then our 5 is going to get plugged in for this y, and then I'm going to write everything after that. That's going to be equal to negative 7 over 2 times x plus b, and then our x we said was negative 2, so I plug that in. Now I could solve for my b, and that's going to be 5 equals negative 7 times negative 2 is going to be positive 14, and then 2's on the bottom. Remember, that's really like negative 2 over 1, so negative 7 times negative 2 is 14, 2 times 1 is 2. And then we've got plus b. We could actually simplify this. 5 equals 14 over 2 is 7 plus b. We want to solve this, so subtract 7 from both sides. We've got negative 2 equals b. And now we could go back up to our screen up top and plug in negative b right here. So y is going to equal negative 7 over 2 x, and then our b is negative 2. So this is going to be the line that is parallel to this line, but then also goes through negative 2, 5. Now you don't have to do this part, but I'm going to go ahead and graph everything so you see what it looks like. Right here, everything up here will be in blue. So this was the line that we found, and it also has to go through this point. So I'm going to graph this line by plotting the y-intercept first. That's going to be down here at negative 2, and then the slope is in front of the x, so that's going to be negative 7 over 2. So I have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so about down to there, and then over 2, so that's going to be like right around there. If I want to go back up to the left, I'm going to go up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back 2, and that's just doing the slope backwards. So if I connect these, oh, that's a really bad line. There's the line, and then it had to go through negative 2, 5. So if I go back 2 and then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's that the point that it actually was supposed to go through, negative 2, 5. So that worked out. And then it had to be parallel to this one down here. So if we want to plot this, the slope is always going to be negative a over b, and then our a was 7 and our b was 2, so it's going to be negative 7 over 2. So then that's going to be our slope. Our y-intercept is always c, which is we'll call that negative 10, and then our b is going to be 2. So our y-intercept is c over b, so that's going to be negative 10 over 2, and that simplifies to be negative 5. So if this is my y-intercept, I'll plot that. That's going to be down here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our slope is going to be the same as this one. So instead of going all the way down and drawing a line like in this area, I'm just going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back 2. That's just another way of doing the line. So then if I connect these, it should run parallel with my blue one, which it does if I knew how to draw a line straight. But you can kind of see how that's parallel. They'll never intersect even though my lines aren't that straight. And that's how you do that one.